and welcome back to the studio. Welcome back to another video. This week we had quite a task on our hands. We had to design 6 characters in total, I think. So I just done it that way because I wanted to sort of speed up the character design end of the pipeline. I'm really happy that that's done. Hopefully next week we can get on to looking at designing like backgrounds and stuff like that, which should be really good. This week was very challenging. I can't lie. I found designing 4 characters at once a bit challenging, and it takes a bit some like quite a bit of energy to like come up with the characters and the designs and stuff like that. But I knew like sort of the uniform and the clothing, all of that would be pretty much the same, and for some of the characters they'll pretty much be the same character, but just with different variations, like the henchman. So I started this week with the first henchman. That's what you see me designing now. Looking at how to best to design it. I knew I wanted them to be something, or to look something like the like guards from Troll Hunters. If anyone's watched Troll Hunters, like I wanted some sort of resemblance to them. So I designed it based off that, and then like duplicated the first design, and then done like a rough design off the basis or off the back of that initial design, which was cool. But like I felt like the body proportions and like the construction was a bit stiff, so I had to go back in and redesign it. But you'll see that later on in this video. But yeah, it's very challenging, and one of the main challenges for designing these characters is like the creativity, like just finding the creativity to think of new poses, to think of different things that would sort of work. Like I looked at like loads of like crowd like designs and drawings, and like I looked at Dragon Ball Z, you know, like when they sort of bring all the characters together, and like drawing a picture like that. I saw there was like so many different poses. That's what keeps the image like sort of interesting. So I realized very quickly I couldn't just do like a generic pose and just have all the characters in that generic pose. Number one, because I needed some variation in like body type and like age, and you know, like different aspects of the character. So I tried my best to design and create like constructions that like could carry that weight, like because like these aren't all the workers, but I needed something like as a template for all the workers. So that's one thing that I was working on this week. It was interesting as well because I had like a few other things to do this week. I finally got round to designing or redesigning the Lenny the Lightbulb like title, logo, or whatever you would want to call it. And I'm really glad I got that done. I had made an attempt before, and like I came up with some pretty cool ideas, pretty sound ideas, but none of them really like sat well with me and was like, yeah, this is it. Until like this at the start of this week, before I designed these 2 henchmen, I sat down for a day, for a session, not a day, like it was like maybe an hour or 2, and then put together the design for the title, which was pretty good. So I mean, all in all, it's been a very productive week, like what I could say, and it's really, I'm really at the point where in the process where I'm really thinking more so about the story than the characters, and that's why I wanted to get the characters done and out of the way. I may be designing some more characters, but I'm not sure if I'll make a video for those characters, like some more extras for like the plant scene, like people that work in the plant, maybe a couple of designs for like the officials from the city, and like the Rubber King representative, just for like, that's mainly just for one scene in the first episode, so I'll just be making those designs, but not at the moment. I think now it's time to like look at the story. I've got a wonderful like script editor. If you're looking for a script editing and like someone to check through your literature or anything, like stories, like they're so amazing. I think the company's called Delion Script Refinery. Search them up on Instagram, and I'm sure you'll be able to find them there. They're really amazing, really helped. So I've got to look through those changes and like get a start on that side of things. Then I can storyboard and everything. I've already got sort of in my mind what I want to do with the storyboard. I've planned a few shots in my mind, but you know, it's like one thing planning something in your mind and it's another thing doing it. So I'm a bit apprehensive about that, but I'm sure it's a learning process, isn't it? That's why we're here. Like that's why we're here doing what we're doing, like and trying our best to do things that, like, this isn't something that I'm like really experienced at doing. Like I'm not an animator by profession, but it's just a passion of mine, something that I've always wanted to do. So I'm just pursuing this passion. It's a real faith project, because not everything that I would have liked to have done or have locked down I've got at the moment and at the time that I've started. But you know, I'm just trying to start this by faith, finish it by faith, and let God receive all the glory, like in the process and in the final product. So really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting into drawing like some backgrounds and adding details, because often in the past what has like sort of put me off doing backgrounds is I've already spent like a lot of energy designing characters generally in the past before I've gone to drawing and designing the backgrounds, and normally I'm under like a short time constraint, so that also factors into it, like, and it takes the fun out of the drawing that you're doing. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes this time, as I'm not looking to design under any like strict time constraints. I'm just trying to find the right aesthetic for like the show, and this is what I like about doing this first episode, like the most, is that it's an exploration. Like I haven't got anything set in stone or anything. I'm exploring like ideas, I'm exploring like styles, I'm exploring so many things, like all in order to carry this message that God's put on my heart to whoever and everyone who that will listen to it. So I'm really enjoying that part of the process. Like the exploration is really beneficial, and I don't think I would have gotten round to exploring or had the boldness to take on these things if it wasn't for this project. So I'm grateful to God for the idea as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to exploring designing backgrounds, designing like props. Before, like I was thinking of it like as the project as a whole, and not like sort of thinking about it like based off the episode that I'm creating for now, like, or the first part of this series. But I realized it's easier for me to like deal with this small section. Like it's very difficult, not even very difficult, like you can't boil the ocean, do you know what I mean? So looking at just designing the backgrounds that I need for the scenes in this episode, like I'm hoping that will be fairly easy. I think I'll do that before I start the storyboard, just so that I have those backgrounds there, and I'm looking to have a go at using some 3D, which is exciting. I've always wanted to like use 3D and like get to grips. I've been doing like a course on the side, but I haven't done much of it. But yeah, I'm sure that this will provide like the motivation that I need to get the course done, and not only get the course done, to do the design the backgrounds and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been following the journey, and like all the messages and all the encouragement. Like it's really appreciated. It's not something that's easy to do, because if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. But it's something that I just feel called and led to, and it won't leave me alone. So I have to get it out of my system, and I have to get it done. I really hope that these videos and like seeing the process and seeing the work that's going into this final project is inspiring to some of you, and just kickstart something in your heart, that the things that God, the dreams that God had placed in your heart. Maybe you didn't have the interpretation, maybe you didn't know how to start or something, or like whatever your situation was. I'm hoping that this, like seeing my process and like my thought process and being part of the journey is inspiring you to do something new. And that's what I believe it's doing. And I would love to hear like your stories, or like things that you're trying to do, or you're looking to do. I'd like to hear about that. That would be awesome. So this is how after it took a while to do this. I think this whole design process took about 9 hours. Like that's over the course of like maybe like a whole week, and I think a couple of the days I didn't do any work on it, it was a long process, but it's very rewarding. Like, I mean, by the time I finished colouring all of the characters and like got their silhouettes, like it really felt official. And when I put the logo on, I can't lie, I was gassed. I was like, this is coming together. So I'm really happy for that. I know there's like challenging days ahead. Like there is nothing, no project, no dream, no aspiration, no goal, no assignment that comes without challenges. And like as believers, we just gotta embrace that, man. You gotta take that up daily, and just go for it as much as possible, like within the capacity that we have to go for it. Like that's what I'm really trying to do. We're trying to do here in the studio, just grinding every day, trying to make things work out. I designed the characters like with different bulb shapes, and it was interesting to explore like this character that I'm colouring now. Like she's got like a ponytail, but like it's connected as like a part of the bulb. Like I just sort of imagined someone, you know how they make they use that blowing technique to make glass and stuff like that. I just imagined someone like making like a bulb like that, and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna run with this. Her head's a bit big, but I don't know, man. Sometimes things just come out that way, you know. Like being a creative, like sometimes I can sympathize, not even sympathize, but I can like understand like why some creations come out different to others, if you get what I mean. Like, but all of them are like unique in their own way, and like have their purpose within the story that we're trying to tell. So like it opens my mind a lot more to the partnership that I have with God as a steward on this earth. You know, like and it opens my mind to start to think and understand the God that I serve and I live before a lot more, because it's an interesting process, like creating designs and creating characters, and yeah, it has its challenges, it has its rewards, but like the biggest eye-opener is like the uniqueness of every design, but how similar they are as well. And like, yeah, it's just been really good. Yeah, so the colouring part is normally like the longest part, but it didn't take that long, I don't think, this time. And today, this evening, I just got in there and then just done some like rough shadows. I don't think I'm gonna be as precious about like my lighting like in this design stage, because I realize it eats up time in itself. So I'm trying to just be as loose and like as long as it helps describe the form. Like that's like the main aim of designing these characters. And I feel like they've got like this a nice like cartoonish aesthetic, which is something I was going for. But I'd love to like I don't know what the world that they're gonna look be in looks like, but I'd like it to have some sort of realism that grounds the characters, but something that just doesn't make the characters look out of place in their style. So that's the challenge or the challenge that I'm facing in the weeks to come. But I know I'll be able to overcome it by the grace of Jesus Christ, and just get on and cracking, and hopefully soon we'll see the first episode hit the screens. I'm really excited for that, and really happy. Yeah, so this is the moment where I slapped the logo on. I was gonna do like a little textured overlay, but I was like, let me just leave that for later. But yeah, this is the final render. This is how they looked. They look like some official team, like they're ready to do some ghost busting or something like that. But yeah, I really like the plant uniform and like how everything sort of panned out and came together. I hope in the scene they'll be wearing like hard hats, but I didn't want to design all their props and everything in this design or in this like pass. So yeah, this is it. Thank you guys for joining us again for another video. Thank you for all the support again. Thank you for all the encouragement and everything. It's really appreciated, and you know, like it really helps like to keep the momentum going. hopefully I'll see you next week for another another video. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be doing. Hopefully the backgrounds, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, peace, man. Have an amazing week.